certified driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens. We're going to go ahead and get it. These are the pro driving secrets from the driving skills report card. It is my recommendations that your adult or teen, after completing a minimum of 6 hours, these are minimums. You can go beyond, but you don't want to go below the minimum of 6 hours behind the wheel. You've acquired knowledge. You've learned about pavement markings. You learned about right of way. You've learned about speed control. It's really important that you, as a beginner, prepare yourself for your journey of being in a car by yourself. You need to be accompanied with someone 21 and older. Why 21? Most states feel like around 5 years, 6 years of experience. Hey, E, hey, how you doing? What's up? Right, we chilling on the Sunday. I drove for 3 hours, so I'm going live talking about how you, thank you, E, I really appreciate you. E, tell some of your friends to come on, right? And then we can keep it going. Thank you. Thank you, Tim Hortons. Hey, I'll talk, you eat. I had a Starbucks this morning. I spoiled myself. Had a little Starbucks water. Right, enjoy. You relax, and we'll shout you out. But E, you know, I see a lot of cars from New York, and I'm always thinking about you because I know you're from that New York area, and it's really important and positive manifestation, really encouraging people to be good drivers. And I know you are very active in the chat, and nothing but great appreciation for you. And then when I go to Dallas, Texas in October, I'm going to be mentioning you as one of my major supporters when I go live, how much you help, and then how I can support you. And then when I'm there, I'm going to get some t-shirts for you, get some merch, because there are going to be a lot of vendors. It's called Viet Summit, and it's in Dallas, Texas. The last time I went was in 2020. It used to be in California. It was my first time in California, so I'll be going back to Dallas, Texas, and we will definitely shout you out. So the grading system, S is for satisfactory, okay? Student performs skills without verbal instruction. Guidelines from the instructor. NI means you need improvement. Students perform skills with minimal, never been to Dallas or California either. Beautiful area, lot of big semi-trucks, big homes, cattle ranches. It's a multicultural area with English speaking, Spanish speaking. A lot of people from Mexico. It's a beautiful multicultural area, bilingual. I know a little bit of Spanish. Si, señorita. No Espanol. But I do have several students who are from Mexico, so I need to learn how to speak Spanish so I can properly. So Google Translate is my best friend. U is for unsatisfactory, right? Thank you. And hopefully, good luck to you as well. You need verbal instructions. They say Spanish is, yes, my Spanish is very rusty too, so I need to take some basic lessons in that. You need verbal instructions, guidance from your instructor. The light's red, slow down. The light's green, keep going. X is did not perform the skill necessary to get 6 hours of driving. Thank you so much, E. Really, 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 really appreciate you. First drive, low speed, light traffic, parking lot, residential area. Hey, if you just joined, I want to shout out one of my major supporters. This is E. She's from the New York area. We're talking about how you pass your driving test, what you need to do. And I'm just blessed to be here. I'm in between driving for 3 hours and taking a break. So I decided to go live in the driver's head car, talk about the drive, talk about skill sets you need, and to prepare you for your driving. Whether you're a teen or adult, this can help you no matter where you are in the world, particularly New York, right? So pre-entry procedures, you want to come in and lock your door, put on your seatbelt, adjust your mirrors, really adjust your seat so you can get comfortable. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 sets of eyes. You gotta check your mirrors 100%. Thank you, E. You want to use front bumper reference points. Yeah, you got to start your car up, warm it up for a moment. It is still late summer, high school football, college football, NFL's getting ready to start. So this is a beautiful time of year. It's not really hot. We've had a very hot summer. It's probably been really hot in the New York area, right? And it's been really hot here in the Midwest. Please shout out where you're from. We got more people coming on the live, and tell your friends to hop in. You got to know how to turn the steering wheel. Either you're going to do hand over hand or hand to hand. You want to have good speed control. A lot of beginners go too slow. If the speed limit is 40, you're about 35. If the speed limit is 60, you're about 50. So you want to take your time, go with the flow of the traffic. If you go too fast, you'll get a warning. Could be automatic failure. If you go too slow, you could get a warning and you'll have a restricted license. I see we got more people on. I want to shout you out. Where are you from? I'm from the Midwest. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I just recertified. Every 2 years, we need to take a vision test, background check, do a professional development class, turn that paperwork into the state. And then, so I'm good to 2027. I've been doing driver's ed about 24 years. I decided to bring this information online to help people learn how to drive, show you in-car, in-class, tutorials, roundabouts, speed control, going to malls, going to colleges, going to high schools, because as a beginner, you're going to go from your home to your school, your home to your job, your home to your auntie, your uncles. And for many of you across the country, if you're under 25, you're in school. So school will start officially Tuesday, right? I started school this week. I got a week under my belt, so I'm an educator. And also, thank you, E, we are planning to try to partner with someone to do a nonprofit to help adults learn how to drive. And it's time to give when you receive. So time is the most important thing. And E, you're taking the time to listen to me, and I'm thankful. I'm taking the time out of my day to talk to you guys, to find out where you're from, and to really build some positive things. There are a lot of negative people online. I'm trying to give you positivity. I'm trying to help you grow. I'm trying to help you get better. So shout out where you're from. I'm from the Midwest. E is from the New York area. Where are you from? We got more people coming in. I'll shout you out. Also, you got to learn to operate the gear shift. Okay. You have a P for park. This is when the car doesn't move. I'm in park right now. R is for reverse. This is where you would back up. D is for drive. If you put it in drive, you would keep going forward forever. E, so one of my students, his mother is like a business coordinator in the Midwest. She connected me with the person who writes grants. I used some of my ideas to put together a grant proposal. And I do have an LLC, but probably the nonprofit is the way to go. And it's for neutral, yes. So I'm going to be partnering with several people, and we want to be good stewards of the money. I have to get a driver's ed card, insurance. I want to educate people, bring them closer to God. So if I'm partnering with the church, God is first. Amen. If I'm partnering with the school, education is first. So I need to start small, a $40,000 grant, a $30,000 grant, and be responsible with the money to help people learn how to drive, to go after that 18 to 35 age group, that black and brown. I'm brown. And traditionally, driver's ed is very expensive. The hurdle is getting to driver's ed. Yes, girl, preach. The hurdle is getting a car to practice. The hurdle is practicing and getting a car to the road test. So I'm trying to bridge that gap, and we are looking long range. I'm not trying to do this in 3 months or 6 months. We're planning the phases now, and I'm hoping expensive. Yes, very expensive. But if we can help people learn how to read, help the community learn driver's ed, and then get them to the road test, God will bless us in so many ways. So I need to make an appointment with this financial consultant. They're going to give me some ideas. So yes, usually you can't get to the facilities. Amen. I had some practice a couple of years ago. I can't say exactly who I was working with, but there was a $250,000 grant. So I helped young adults 18 and up. We would practice driving, practice the road test, and then get them to the Secretary of State. That's where we fell off. So we have to show growth. During this grant, we want to help 25 people get their license. During this grant, we want to help 25 people increase their reading. During this grant, we want to help 25 adults learn how to drive. And if I can show growth, amen, E, God works in mysterious ways. And my daughter said, Dad, you should have did this 5 years ago, 7 years ago, because I was scared. I was scared of failure. So now I can't be scared. We got to keep moving. Real talk, E. And then use my motivation, E, to help yourself. You got to know how to start the engine. You put your foot on the brake. You have a push to start, or you turn a key forward. You'll be surprised how many people do not know how to start. Okay, yes, self-doubt, E, 100%. So by me coming on and positively manifesting my goals and dreams, I am focusing on reaching that goal. And I got to keep encouraging others because you can only be at a high level for a long time. Next, steering the vehicle. We go through parking lots, making right turns, left turns, lane changing. You got to be able to have good lane changes and good turns. Starting in a parking lot, we're in a school parking lot right now. I'm going to show you this parking lot. You see the parking lot, right? Driving through an empty parking lot, making right turns, making left turns. No pressure. This could be a college parking lot, NYC, Syracuse University, right? Buffalo, University of Buffalo. E, I know what you're saying about Buffalo, right? But going there. And we've been on the University of Buffalo's campus, no cap, no hate. It's pretty nice, E. We've been there before, right? And you know about that because I took my son through, I know you're laughing, right? I took my son through this area, and then he was going for the tryout, and then he would drive back, right, from that Buffalo, New York area. Next, moderate speed, light traffic, established reference points. A lot of beginners drift off to the right because you're looking down at the speedometer. If you're joining my live right now, you need to give this a thumbs up. The campus, campus is beautiful. It was kind of an older town. E, you have more experience than me. Just remembering going back through Niagara Falls, New York, and just, it's a tourist area, right? E, you speak truth, and I respect you for that. Entering the roadway, you got to look left and right. A lot of beginners, and I'm going to flip the camera angles again. A lot of beginners are scared to look left, are scared to look right. And if you're scared to look left and right, you're going to pull out in front of a car. And that's when beginners usually get hit, or the instructor's got to hit the brake. So you got to look left. You got to look right. Also, what I need you to do is complete right turns and left turns. What's up, Barack? How you doing? We're talking about driving. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm from the Midwest. E's from the New York area. Barack, where are you from? What part of the country? Now, I have people from New York, California, Mississippi, the UAE, Illinois, who come on, share. I want this place to be comfortable. I want us to relax. Went to Starbucks this morning, got a little cold brew foam. I had a cheese, a spinach wrap. That was really nice. Good, sir. I was born in Syracuse. Hey, there we go. He's from Syracuse, New York, right? There we go. So the social media platform is kind of regional, right? That's cool. We were in New York around 2014 for a training session at the International Baccalaureate. I think it was in Manhattan. Don't get me wrong. I'll try to find some pictures. Okay. And then shout out your area. You got to know how to complete left turns and right turns. A lot of beginners don't know where to look. If you're making a left turn, I'm going to show you something. Let's pretend we're making a left here. A lot of people will look here or here. You need to look to the left. And this is the A pillar of the car. A lot of people, this is an obstruction. Okay, this is your A pillar. Your A pillar holds your windshield, and this holds part of your door. So when you're driving and making a left, as traffic is coming, you need to look to your left. Look where you want to go, because a lot of beginners just look in the wrong area. And yeah, Syracuse, 2 days ago I passed my permit test today. I'm driving for the first time. This is beautiful. Hey, Shane, what's up? How you doing, Shane? I'm from the Midwest. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I'm glad to have you on. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure I got all this love. Make sure you drop the hearts in. Congratulations, Shane. And enjoy your newfound freedom. Get out and drive. Go to the mall. Go back home. Go to your cousins. Go back home. Go to your grandparents. Go back home. I was always driving and hanging out with my cousin. I have a bunch of girl cousins. So I got to show love to all my girl cousins. And then hang out with your family. And then Thanksgiving, Christmas, tomorrow is Labor Day. So hang out with your family. Enjoy. Give this thing a thumbs up, man. Let's keep it eating. So Shane, where are you from? What state, right? Barack, I just need 40 hours. Definitely got to get better once I get... Well, Shane, I'm sorry, Barack, you're at the right place, right? Because I'm a state certified driving instructor, and I just finished 3 hours, so I'm going over the road skills report. I have it here, and I'm going over some of the things you need. And then here in my location, students need 30 hours in 3 months. It's an hour and a half per week. I'm 16. What's up, Omar? What's up, O? I was going to get my driver's license. How much? If you're 16, where I'm from, you have to be 18, get your TIP. If you're 16, I'm in the Midwest. It depends on what state are you from. You might want to enroll in a driver's education program. Hey, we got 5 thumbs up. What's up, baby? Let's keep it going. Okay. You got to get your hours in. And I don't know your living situation. Are you with mom? Are you with dad? Are your parents separated? Are you with your grandparents? The reality is, where I'm from, one parent is Massachusetts. Commonwealth. Woo! I got to look up those rules. Every area is different, and I'll look up those rules, and then we'll talk about Massachusetts. Next, you got to be able to properly stop at an intersection, and I want to show you this. Indy. Okay, what's up? Indianapolis, right? When you come up to a stop sign, you got to look left, right, and left. And once clear, then you turn, right? Once clear, then you turn. So a lot of beginners, and I'm going to switch back, on your road test, a lot of beginners hesitate. And I try to prepare you for your, hey, we got 8 people in. What up? What up? Hit us a thumbs up. So, I try to give you guys real life driving tutorials, roundabouts, downtown driving. Trust me, yes. And then whatever area you're from, I'll do research on this area. I do have a podcast too, Driving with Myles. It is on Spotify, so I'm going to be updating everything very soon. I will be going to Dallas, Texas in October for Vid Summit. I won tickets on Daryl Eves' webcast. He helps YouTubers and people on social media monetize. So I was fortunate enough to win a trip to get in. I had to pay my airfare and hotel fees. It's $1,000 to get in, but I'm going to meet PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Legal Eagle. I'm going to meet some of the top YouTubers who are doing big things, Linus Tech Tips. And I'm learning to make better content because I want to continue to get better, right? And then, I'll take pictures. I have a camera. And then I'll go live as much as I can. The last time we were there was 5 years ago. It was in California, and this was post-COVID. Thank you, Elijah. On fire. Thank you. The last time was post-COVID, so we all had our mask on. And then there are a lot more vendors. I got backpacks, T-shirts, merch. So their vendors are there who want to help, who want to get better. Right, let's talk about completing left and right turns. Crack, crime. Yeah, a lot of areas, and I'm not going to lie, a lot of areas do have crime and people of color. There are crimes in the suburban areas, crime of opportunity. If you leave your car open, unlocked, they're going to take your phone. One of my daughter's friends, who's like 22, she left her phone, her purse in the car, and they got her. They got her. She was getting ready to go on a trip. They took her credit cards. They took her money. They got her. And then I was guilty. My son said, Dad, you falling off. I left my car door unlocked. I had my backpack in the car. It had my school laptop and my camera stuff. They could have got me. So lock your door. Take your backpack in. They would have stole it. And then my son would be like, Dad, you're slipping. So he is right. Unfortunately, we do have to be aware. Crimes of opportunity. This is my Meta Ray-Ban case. I got my Meta Ray-Bans on. They were like $350. If I leave this in the car, someone's going to steal this, right? You got to lock your doors. You got to hide all equipment. So many of these crimes are crimes of opportunity. So we get really lazy in our area. And then in the city, people are looking for money. They're looking for stuff. It doesn't make it right or wrong, but they break into cars and they also break into houses, right? Determining the minimum time and space. So you mentioned learning how to drive. You got to judge distance. Let's flip angles again. Let's talk about this. This is a school parking lot. This could be University of Syracuse. This could be University of Buffalo, right? You got to know how to park. And if you can't park in a parking spot, you're going to get your door sideswiped. If you don't know how to drive down to the door, you're going to get sideswiped. You got to understand distance and space. And a lot of beginners don't understand distance and space. So you're definitely right. Understand distance and space. And you're only going to get this type of work if you drive to a college campus. University of Buffalo, University of Syracuse, University of New York, right? University of Connecticut. You have to be able to drive on those campuses. You got to be able to understand distance. We usually drive around a couple of college campuses. We drive around malls. I have a good friend that lives in Minnesota. So you got to be able to drive to these areas, understand, go on a field trip, go on a road trip. That's how you're really going to learn. Okay. Next, you got to know how to park. If you can't park, you're going to get a ticket, particularly in New York. Okay. Parking is a premium and your car will get towed. Backing in a straight line, you got to know how to back up. You got to know how to look out your back window. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to end up hitting a car. One of my students pulled in by her mom's car. Her mom jumped. She's like, Mom, I'm not going to hit your car. She's like, Mr. Myles, you got to make sure you're teaching these students how to park. A lot of people don't want to learn how to park, and particularly in New York. I know you can tell me so much about parallel parking. Downtown New York, downtown Detroit, downtown Houston, Texas, downtown Los Angeles, California, downtown Dallas, Texas, right? Huge metropolitan areas, okay? Next, let's talk about moderate speed and dense traffic, suburban and rural roads, approaching turns and multiple intersections. Again, I'm going to show you this. When you're driving, you got to look left, right, and left. A lot of you won't do this, and you're going to pull out in front of a car with your mom and dad, and you're going to get cussed out. What are you doing? You didn't see the car. You're like, oh my God, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. I have a mirror. I want to show you this. I'm in the driver's seat car. I have this big, large mirror. You see it right here. I have a smaller mirror, and then I have a brake. I'll say it again. I have this large mirror. You can see me. I have a smaller mirror, and then I have a brake. Your parents do not, I'll say it again, do not have these safety features. And I'm talking to drive people who don't know how to drive, who could mix up left and right, and they panic or they go on the wrong side of the road. Your parents are going to choke you out. And then you're like, Mom, I can't drive with you anymore. You got to stay vigilant. 100%. You said the right words. Real talk. Real talk. Next, demonstrate how to enter and exit traffic. Downtown New York, downtown Buffalo. I'm going back in my brain. 2018, 2019, getting into Buffalo, New York. I'm like, looks kind of nice. Looks a little old. I know you're laughing at me. It's all raggedy. We might have stayed at a Holiday Inn near the campus. There was this 7-Eleven. Like, I can see it in my mind. Like, I'm right there. They were putting in a new stadium at the time. And then Khalil Mack, he was the best player that came out of the University of Buffalo. He's been in the pros at least 9 years. You got to know how to perpendicular park on the left and on the right. You got to know how to move in forward. You got to know how to back up. Okay, he was a beast. And Khalil, I want to say, is in his 9th or 10th year. Yeah, he got traded. And you know a lot. You know a lot. Real talk. You know a lot. So, what size shirt do you wear? Are you a small? Are you a medium? Are you a large? Because once I go to Vid Summit in Dallas, I'm getting some t-shirts. The people who really support me, I'm going to get some t-shirts of different vendors. You know, YouTube, Vid Summit, cameras. I got you. I got you. Okay? I always grab 3 or 4 shirts. My daughter, me, good friends. You're considered like family because I really appreciate you, you sharing what you're about. You know me, you see pictures of my daughter, say that's my twin. I picked her from the airport. So you only share what you want to, right? And then, of course, we went to downtown Detroit to Mom's Spaghetti. I got those pictures. I'll post those. Merging, driving on the expressway, driving on the freeway. Yes. Yes. Parallel parking. You got to know how to parallel park. I'm blessed. It takes guys a little bit longer to commit to a relationship because we are insecure. We're hesitant. Females mature sooner, right? And then I'm old school. I went to her parents. Can I have your daughter's hand in marriage? Her daughter said, Myles, you really work hard. You're a hard worker. I started teaching, doing driver's ed, and I was coaching at the high school level. And yes, always use you got to look, you got to check. But through hard work, marriage is not easy. Having a boyfriend is not easy. Having a girlfriend is not easy. And then when you two think alike and you think you want to have your life together, you got to start putting in the time for each other. I'm moody sometimes. My wife is really chilled. I'm the one that's crazy. I'm the one that has a crazy sense of humor. Usually opposites attract. You understand what I'm saying, You got to know how to do a 3-point turnaround. Imagine we're in downtown Buffalo, New York, and the road is closed. You got to do a 3-point turnaround. Zoop, 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 go back the other way. Assessing and responding to visual and potential hazards. Okay? The last time Buffalo was on, there was a lot of incredible snow, over 2 feet of snow. People were trapped in their home. I remember that on social media, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Being passed on the right when turning left. Okay, a lot of snow, that lake effect snow, no joke. Identifying and using proper highways. I want to say thank you. I appreciate all of you, and I will go live later. I want to say you guys have a blessed day. Thank you. All of you on, thank you. Bye.